Right. So, fishing is much like as it works on land, only this time you're not on land. Crazy, I know. No, but there's a variety more fish you can catch, and there's a piece of heart up there. Hang on. I think I know how to get this one. Not like that. But no, fishing works actually a lot better than on land, because this one is actually... Yeah, there we go! What's that? A piece of heart? Oh, whose heart did you catch, you big sweetheart? Don't be shy, this one's yours to keep. Good! I wouldn't hand it over even if it wasn't. Yeah, so that's how you can catch a piece of heart. But no, this method of fishing is a lot more, like, as you might imagine, let me start again. It better reflects sort of real life fishing. That you have to yeah, that's how you fish. You cast out your line using the Wii remote, and then using the nunchuck and rotating it, you reel it in, make it bob a bit back and forth, and essentially the aim is to try and get fish interested enough onto your lure to bite it. This guy... You see, the problem is you have to get the balance between moving it enough that the fish doesn't become disinterested. But you have to make it so that it doesn't come back far enough that, you know, it gets back to the boat. So it's quite of a difficult balance to find. But we can do it, I believe in us. So yes, I'm just going to show off catching a couple of fish here. The fish you can catch using this method are a lot bigger than you can catch using the other method. And they serve just about the same purpose. That being absolutely bugger all. Depending on where you go, affects what fish you can find. I believe there's some cool fish you can catch down here that you maybe can't catch at the water pond thing there. But there's one very particular fish you can catch at that other bit of the pond that we just saw, and we'll get into that in a little bit. However, there's also different lures you can use. This one is fine, it's general. I think this is a siren song to nervous fish, so I guess if there's fish which don't come up to your lure very often, if you use this, it's easier to catch them. This is the one I'm looking at, though, the popper lure. This makes it so that fish who are swimming deep down, you can catch them, rather than just the ones which float near the top. The ones near the bottom, I think, are usually a bit bigger as well. Are there any fish around here? I can't even tell. The water's a bit unclear. I don't know, I'm not seeing any shadows or anything. Doesn't mean they aren't there, though. Yeah, fish. Yeah, fishy, fishy. My demonstration of this fishing hole is going marvellously, isn't it? Alright, I'm gonna go back. Hang on. When you're ready to fish... Oh, you're just gonna tell me how to fish. I don't need to know how to fish, Henna. I am perfectly well versed, thank you. However, I'm just not finding any fish is the problem. Oh, there's one. Hey, fella. You interested? Why don't you take a big old bite, then? Come on, you know you wanna. Again, this is a really good way just to sort of relax. Just get ready. Come on. Come on, fella. Yeah, there we go. Now, once it goes for it, you have to pull back on the Wii remote and just keep pulling back, twisting or rotating the nunchuck as you do. Once it gets close enough to the boat, press A and B together, and it gets away. I didn't press A and B at the right time. Because I was too busy trying to demonstrate that that's what you need to do, but then obviously I wasn't actually doing it. Let's put it back to the normal rod, I think. And hopefully we'll get something cool. Oops. Can we see that other fish from before? That would be quite helpful. As I recall, there are a couple of different types of fish you can get here, but I don't have them memorized. I should probably look up some kind of guide on it so that I can make sure this one is as full and everything as I can. However, there's one specific type of fish that I definitely want to show off to you guys. And that will come later. That also ties into what I said earlier about the door to this place being quite interesting. But, again, that comes later. Right, are there any fish around here that might be interested in grabbing this here lure? Anybody? I'm just tasting a little morsel. I think I might have seen one actually way back at the back. Also, depending on how well you cast your line, affects how far the lure will go. Sometimes it doesn't go very far at all. Okay, there's a big guy right behind the waterfall. Let's see if we can attract his attention. Yeah! You know, you just gotta hit the wall nice and casually. Just keep swimming. Keep swimming. Okay, here we go. We've got his attention. If you go nice and quickly, I think it's generally fairly easy to get the fish's attention, but again... Aha! Again, it makes it easier for you to get back to the boat before the fish bites at it. And once you land the fish, look at this big guy! Whoa, your first fish caught using a lure. That's a fish to remember. Congrats, you caught yourself the definitive lake fish, a good old high roll bass. Your fish looks to be 20 inches. What do you want to do? Let's keep this fish. So yes, the fish you keep go back into the little hut we saw over there earlier. And it's just basically how you keep a record of the biggest fish you've caught in this area. As far as I recall, there aren't really any prizes for catching big fish. There might be, though. But yes, the main thing you want to do, though, I think this is all just a little mini-game for its own sake, possibly. Whoa! This guy was ready! This guy was just like, I see you using that, I'm gonna get that goddamn food! And... okay, so it's about the same size as the last one we caught, so... Man, that guy really was hungry. Yeah, this... As I say, this is just another little mini-game to have a nice bit of... Well, I say relaxing, it can also get kind of intense with all the music and everything. When you're trying to catch the fish. Is there anything around here, even? I'm not seeing anything. But I'm not giving up hope just yet. Is there anything deep down there? Really hard to tell, you can't see through the water very clearly. Is the only problem. Okay, I'm gonna try one last time. And then if not, then I'm just gonna stop the fishing for now. Although it's not even close to the end of fishing for this part, my friends. You are another high roll bass, so I'll see if I can actually get away from you. Because I want to show off that there's other types of fish you can catch. Honestly, I'm all appreciative for your guys' help and everything, but there's other types than high roll bass. Such as... Well, I'd like to tell you guys, but the fish aren't cooperating. Yeah, I'm not sure or not if there's any pieces of heart to get here other than the one that we caught on the mountain earlier. How are people even leaving these pieces of heart around the place anyway? Seems a bit weird to me. Also, just while I was off screen, I had that thought, was that this game does something that I love a lot more than I did with Skyward Sword. Is that the pieces of heart factor means that because they did 5 per heart container, it means they were sort of wanting to put in more puzzles that you had to do. So you could get pieces of heart. It shows they were being created and everything. Whereas in Skyward Sword, I think 2, maybe even 3 of the pieces of heart or the heart containers you could get were just those heart container medals, which meant not only did you have to sacrifice inventory space if you wanted all of them, but it meant that they gave up on like 8 puzzles. Not 8, they gave up on 6, I guess. Because rather than giving us 4 pieces of heart per heart container, they just give you 1, and it's not even like a permanent piece of heart, or not even a permanent heart container. So I don't know, that just... I'm not such a big fan of that idea. Okay, it looks like this isn't getting me anywhere, so I'm going to... Actually, gonna temporarily go back to the... No, I'm gonna temporarily go back to the barn and show off some of the other things that you can do there. And then we'll come back out onto the fishing hole shortly and do those things. So that's pretty nice. Hey, all done? That was fun, wasn't it? I put the fish you kept into the tank. We should fish together again sometime. We should, and we'll do that even later in this episode, I should think. That's a special fish tank just for my customers. Yeah, I like to display the fish my customers catch. Of course, I don't want to encourage overfishing, so I only keep the biggest of each fish type that gets brought in. So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, is that you only see the biggest fish you catch. You don't see every single one you get, weirdly enough. Sorry, I'm a bit distracted. There's also this guy you can look at. Hello, birdie. So cute, isn't she? Her name's Purdy. I'm sure it is. She even talks sometimes. Hello, Purdy. Got anything to say to me? I guess not. I'm just going crazy. Sorry. I was not paying attention. So yes, there are a few other things you can look at. There are pictures over here on the wall. Here's Henna herself. That's me and the first fish I caught here, a 28-inch Hylian pike. So yeah, you can see right there, there's just one type of fish we didn't manage to find. I swear I'll never forget that day. Such sweet memories. Hey, I remember this guy. That's my older brother, Koro, and a 25-inch Oron catfish he caught. He's the only one in our family who's lousy at fishing. He only managed to catch that fish by using a sinking lure. Cheater. So yeah, she's not exactly happy about sinking lures being used in her fishing hole. This guy? That's one of Hyrule's legendary master fishermen. Look, he's got a Hylian loach, doesn't he? He just may be one of my ancestors. Of course, I can't exactly prove that. Kinda just wishful thinking on my part. Well, you know, you gotta have dreams. That's my older sister. That shot is from the day she caught herself a 17-inch Hyrule bass. Pfft, I did better than that my first time. Her name's Isa, by the way. Make sure you drop by her boat rental shop sometime, okay? I shall. I'll do that just after I finish here, but... And that's you again. That's a 22-inch Hyrule bass I caught. It's not very big, but it's a fish I spotted and caught all by myself, so I took that picture. How? Do you have like a tripod or something around? Well, I suppose I can believe that. But in any case, what we also want to look at is one of the more frustrating little bits of this game. Rollgoal. Oh, that caught you right, did it? I made that game, you know. I gave it a really fun name too. Rollgoal! I just said that. It costs 5 rupees to play, but you win 10 rupees if you make it to the goal. Well, so, wanna play? This game, guys. I just, yeah. The rules are simple. Tilt the Wii remote to roll the glass ball along the thing, and yeah, you just need to tilt it around, and... Oh, I forgot you can change the angle of the camera. But yes, the aim of the game is to tilt the Wii remote just enough so that the ball rolls to where you're going. But that's a lot easier said than done. You really need a very steady hand for this game, and essentially you need a lot of practice for some of the levels later on. I have never managed to get through all of the goals, nor do I really intend to for this Let's Play either. Rollgoal! Congrats, and here's your prize of 10 rupees! Wow, you cleared it. Guess I'll have to make a new course for the next time you drop in. Promise you'll play it, okay? Oh, so we're not allowed to play it immediately. That makes sense. Alright, so let's just leave, and I'll show off why that door outside is interesting, actually, while I'm here. Okay, so I'll tell you guys what I'm doing. I'm looking up a guide on the fishing just so that I can make sure I've got everything fully in my brain. Actually, no. No. Okay, so if you go right back in after you've been in once. Then you might have spotted there were some cherry blossoms around the place earlier. This time around, nothing. That's because this area changes with sort of the seasons. It's quite interesting. But yeah, so if you go out again, they'll change. Sorry, they'll change the season once more. And let's go. Sorry. But yeah. Ah, this is so pretty. I'm going to change it to autumn because I believe apparently this is where we can find, or this is the best way to find big versions of another one of the fish we have yet to catch. And then I'll also show off winter. And then finally, I'm going to show off the fish you can catch in summer. And that is where it gets interesting. However, in order to show off the summer fish, I'm going to need to play a bit more of Rollgoal. Rollgoal level 1, 2. Let's go for it. I think I might just splice together all the Rollgoal things. Actually, no, I'll show off the fishing, or I don't know, maybe I'll just do... Dang it. Maybe I'll just do a general montage of everything I do. including Rollgoal and catching the other fish, because I don't think I really need to show you all of the ins and outs of catching the remaining fish that are here around, except for the one for summer. And you guys, I am determined to catch the summer fish, no matter what. I've only done it once before, and I'll probably completely fail to do it again this time. But, you know what? For you guys, I'm gonna do it. I'm not gonna do all of Rollgoal necessarily, though. I might if I go insane. But, well, when I say go insane, when I go a different type of insane. Now, what you can do if you're crazy is try and tilt it really quickly and sort of hop over. I'm gonna try and do that just once or twice. Oh, actually, that might completely work if I just tilt it incredibly forward. Ah, no, that gap is too big. Okay. But yeah, for some of the levels, if you're really quick and nimble about it, I should just, like, go slowly. That's the easiest way. Yeah, if you're just careful about it, if you're really quick about it, you can sometimes skip really big sections of the Rollgoal level. Which is good because these things can really get frustrating later on. I mean, this is really... this is proving enough of a challenge as is, and this is level 2. Okay. Let's just go. Let's rotate the board as we go. Maybe that'll provide the answers we seek. Nope. I was tilting left, I promise. Cutting ahead to success. I wonder. Okay, that's a strategy that could work. Just keep holding forward and then rotate the camera instead. So yeah, I might try doing that in the future. Rollgoal level 3. Let's do it. Yes, I understand the rules. Right, let's go. Cutting ahead to success. This is the best method ever! Well, the best one I've come up with, at least. Right, I'll see you guys again when it's winter. Rollgoal 1-4, let's go! Man, this really works. Right. Rollgoal 1-5. Let's go. I've forgotten how to play it. There we go. Oh boy. I'll show this one off because it introduces a new part of it. You're thinking, oh, this doesn't look too bad, right? That red thing is slanted, so you have to go quickly and then pull back. Yeah. It's not exactly your friendliest neighbour. If you don't go quick enough, then you don't get over. If you go too quickly, you get over, but then you go away. Just right, and then fail anyways. Cutting ahead to success! There we go! Oh great, 10 rupees. That'll cover up the 74 or so I spent. How did I spend 74 when it's in 5 rupee increments? You tell me. By the way, I think I should probably mention that if you want to reset Rollgoal, all you need to do is go out and come back in again. You don't need to, like, leave the fishing hut, or leave the fishing hole and everything, just leave the hut. Anyway, cutting to success. It's a bit weird that thanks to my method this level was easier than the last one. Anyway, back in a second. Rollgoal 1-7. Yay! If you ever wonder how many attempts it took me to do each of these puzzles, just take the amount of rupees I had at the start, take the rupees I had at the end, find the difference and divide that by 5. That's how many attempts. I'd actually be quite interested to see that in the comment section. Could someone tell me how many attempts it took me for each challenge? The winner gets a gold and nothing. What? I don't know. Please just turn it off, it hurts. I don't want to roll goal anymore, but the prizes aren't actually worth it if I recall. Well, one of them is, because I want to show something off. Looks like it ain't ever gonna happen. Oh boy, 10 rupees! 10 rupees! 10 rupees! Now, I was gonna show off how you can get the sinking lure, but I'm not actually certain you can get it yet. So I'll save it for later and show off where you can get it. But for now... Oh, fun. So let me see, I have 29 attempts at this. No. Hang on. I'll do the maths later. Hang on, I have 39 attempts at this. Yeah. Well, 38. Wrong way, Joe. Hang on. I think I can do this. I'm gonna try and fucking do it. If I'd been a bit quicker. Oh, what? Oh, okay, I didn't know that. But now you see what happens when you cheat. Damn, but I thought I'd got it. I was like, yeah, I don't have to do this one anymore, but no. Wait, and I'm there. Fine. And with that, I'm out of money. Huh. Interesting. Have some bugs. Please. Take them away. Alright, if I can get 150, that's...
Little ladybug, if I was smaller I would get on your back and we'd fly around.
I suppose you could, yes. The ladybug enjoy it, though? Also, I've got its partner here. Here you go. Have another ladybug. Ba-da-ba-da-ba. 100. Sweet. You know, I've started looking at rupees only in terms of how many games of Rollgoal it'll get me. It's pretty weird. Come on. Fuck you. Now that you've cleared my Rollgoal game, you've earned the right to use the frog lore. And that is a reward. I'm going to tell you something here, right? That was hell. Also, I want to check something here. That's the ultimate fish book. The Legend of the Hylian Loach, Twilight Fish. Ah, the loach. Like bass, loaches prefer the shallows. They love frogs, but they're antsy, so they'll bolt when humans are around. They're not very active in cold weather either, so the best season to catch them in is summer. That book's a real tearjerker too. It's about how a young Hylian Loach saves Hyrule.
I've read it so many times I can almost recite it.
I've never even looked at that book before, but anyway, yeah, do you want, the Rollgoal has, you might have seen it was 1 hyphen something. That goes up to 8 hyphen 8. Do you want to know what your prize is for clearing 64 levels of that game? You know, each one getting progressively harder and harder. You get to play any of those levels you want again without a time limit. Yeah, pretty shit reward, isn't it? So I'm glad you don't have to, I'm glad it doesn't reward a piece of heart, otherwise I'd have to do it.